Just a pause point here, just to make sure everyone feels comfortable. When you're making these, don't worry too much of what they look like. They're not going to be all beautiful and pretty every time. The main thing is that you are having fun and you're kind of playing around and making up some stuff with the wire that maybe would be hard to draw, or that is easier to explore in 3 dimensions. So just want to throw that out there as a reminder for everyone that might be a perfectionist, that this is not a perfectionist time to be a perfectionist when you're making these little wire sculptures. Yeah, the length is kind of a pain in the neck, so I'm going to continue down, and then when I get to the elbow, just to make them match a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and lash around or do the wraparound twist. And then you can let go with the lock ones or whatever one you're holding, go down here. And you can just use your fingers. Like my fingers are shot, so I'm using tools for everything, but all these techniques you could do, almost all of them you could just do with your hands if you don't have the tools yet. Okay, there we go. And, you know, make sure it's mirrored. One side, left side could become the right side. If you haven't decided yet which side's which, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I press this down, nice and firm, go to the shoulder, go to the elbow, and you can see right in here for this one, that is looking okay. Go up here, and again, you can use your tool to get that nice firm twist to accentuate the elbow. So when you want your bony protrusions to stick out, the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, things like that, get a sharp bend at it, and that way you don't get like a noodly form for your character too much. And they're not perfect. This one's a little bit longer than this one at the end there, so that'd be something to be, you just want to keep yourself aware of. And when I get here to the abdomen area, I'm just going to go ahead and bring this in tight, and bring both sides in nice and tight right here, just like that. Okay, I'm going to get the locked one here, lock it together, and just give it a nice long twist. So this is going to take a minute. You getting a good on position? So if you push equal sides, you won't get one skewing or dominating too much over the other. You get really fast and good at it after a while. I'm a little rusty at the moment, so not quite slick as this as I am after doing it for a few days. There we go. And this is your spine. This is going to give it a nice strong spine to play around with. And almost down to the pelvis already. There you go, see how fast that went? Just took a few bends, and then you can see it comes out here again. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it again. Whoops. Try and get those twists a little bit equal. And then now we can go do the legs down through the tail. So there we go. So this goes out here. And here's where the pelvis is going to go to the upper leg bone down here. And then instead of bending it, sometimes you could just take this here, measure, and then bring it down here like that. You don't have to bend it every time. So that way if you have a straight piece, and go just another, you know, try and make it the same 1/8 inch or whatever. Go here like that. And I'll try and do both of these at the same time. So there's one. And I got my ruler here if I wanted to measure. So that one is 1, 2, 3 and 3/8. So I'll go over here. 1, 2, 3 and 3/8. There we go. Whoops, grab the wrong wire. Do that all the time. Grab this one here and bend it in. Okay. Take both of those ends and then grab the tip of the needle nose and bend it back. Nice sharp bends. And then go to the same area here where that tail is going to be. Grab this part right here. Nice and firm. And then bend it straight back 90 degrees. And you get that sharp bend going on there. Okay. Cool, any questions? Just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna grab it right here. And again, this is my favorite one, this little tiny Milwaukee one. I think these ones are like $5. But they have a little flatter end. The problem with these ones though is if you're just trying to get like as few tools as possible, the one problem with this tool is it doesn't have a cutter mechanism like the needle nose has a cutter. That's why this is the main one you should get. But for this particular part when you're doing the wire sculpture. Oh, okay. I find that one to be a little easier, but there we go. I'll grab it there. There we go. Okay, and give it a twist. And I might have done it too far. We'll see when. Roll in. Grab at the end. And that's why we use cheap paper. We can munch the paper, put holes in it, whatever. Get blood on it, and no problem, right? There we go. Oh, that's pretty good. I like it. Okay, let's do the other side. So, pinch right there. Okay, grab that. Again, doesn't need to be perfect like the other side. Just want to get it close in terms of the measurement. Okay, there we go. Back over here. And pinch there above the knee. And bend that back. And oops, yeah, that one got a little longer still. Let's check again. Reality check, right? Oh, okay. Might have just been coming apart. So, and if you're not sure, you can always grab your tape measure or ruler. I like to use these little metal rulers, pretty cheap. And I've been doing metric lately, but so 1 and just over 3/4, and 1 over just, yep, measured, good. Okay, all this work becomes really handy when we go to pose it. We can put any pose we want, and all our anatomy will be correct. Okay, now for the tail. Here we go. It's a long tail. This is where having a power tool comes in handy, but I'm just going to do it by hand for now. And all the extra wires kind of getting in the way, no problem. There we go. And then if you wanted to, you could snip it short and then run a thinner wire. But I'm just going to go ahead and run this all the way down. So after a certain length, you can go re-grip it and then twirl some more. And I'm doing a twisting, which I'm pushing down and pulling up like this.